Hi guys. Okay, I've got an update on the Stug 3 for Adam Mann's group build, and a little progress report on some other things, but well, just one other thing, and then a brief announcement about the raffle, about the 100 subscriber raffles. This is the model after I've base coated it and after I did my first shading of modulation, or whatever you want to call it. It's okay. I mean, what I did was I took Tamiya paint because I didn't want to use the Vallejo paint. I don't trust it. I might use it in the future, but I didn't want to trust it right away. I'm pretty familiar with the Tamiya. And I mixed some of the original Panzer Gray Tamiya with white with an eyedropper, and I counted out the ratio of what I thought was best. Okay, I would mix a little and put it on this color. What is this called? A little swatch of color that they show you here, and then I finally settled on that one. Now it's not exactly the same color, but it's the right value as far as I'm concerned. And that turned out to be like a 20 to 8, 20 drops of Panzer Gray to 8 white. And then I had to count on 1,000,000 drops of Panzer Gray, and then an appropriate ratio of white to get enough to shoot through my airbrush. And then when I do the third one, that will be this one here. I'll also add more white to this mix I've made until I get to the value of this chip. That's about it for that. I've got the Raffle tracks all done. I've kind of guessed at the length I was going to have to use or make by wrapping them around the idler and the drive sprocket, and then guesstimating where the road wheels will be. What I've done is the last 6 links, I've got the pins just in. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I haven't snipped the pins or glued them. And then if I have to add a few more, I can add a few more. If I have to take some out, I can just pull the pin out and then make the right length track with the right amount of droop. What I also did was I did a little work on the Centurion. Oh yeah, before I get to that, I mentioned to Tactical Andy there that I'm never going to do this again. I painted the black rubber tires after spray painting the wheels, the road wheels, and the little ones here, the support rollers, and I painted them all by hand. It took me like an hour and a half, to very carefully paint them. And I told him I'm never doing that again. I'm going to use those masks that he uses. I've used them. I used them on the Centurion, but I didn't ever buy them for the Stug 3. And it's kind of foolish not to buy them for a Stug 3, because you're going to make Panzer 3s, early Panzer 3s, late Panzer 3s, Stugs, early, lates. They're all going to have the same size road wheels, and it's going to be a very useful thing to spend like 10 or so bucks on. But anyway, that's it for the modeling progress. I wanted to read off the names of the people that have entered the raffle. If you don't hear your name, just put a comment on this video that add me to the raffle. Just say add me to raffle, and then I'll pick up your YouTube name there on your message, and then when the time comes, it's going to be September 1st that I have the drawing for the raffle. I've got a random name generator where I'll just type in all your names on a list, and it'll pick the winner at random. But I've got Cohen, Carlos Mendez, Papes 4, Aries Styrene, Red Dragon, Panzerman's Bunker, Michael Smeltzer, Twisted Sniper, UK scale modeler, Xenaines, Xenaines, Paul Baker, The Evil Carrot, and Warpaint 74. Those are the 13 names that have so far have entered the raffle. So if I haven't entered, if you thought you entered and it wasn't clear enough when I read the message, just put in a comment on this video, enter me in raffle, or enter me in raffle, or put me in raffle, or whatever. Okay, so that's about it. Happy modeling, guys, and see you next time. Bye.